doesn't want any independent voices that don't agree with him, and it's noteworthy that Ahmed bin Abdulaziz was one of the 3 people on the Council of Royal Members in Saudi Arabia that decides the succession. He was one of 3 who didn't vote for Mohammed bin Salman to become the Crown Prince.
Mohammed bin Salman's most notorious legacy so far is the 2018 killing of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi in the kingdom's consulate.
It's really wade through all of the speculation, all of the rumours, all of the conjecture, and figure out what we actually know here. And we know that a number of prominent Saudi princes with close ties to the royal family, as your package has just documented, have been arrested. Are not clear. The justifications for those arrests are not clear, but we know that these arrests have not taken place in a vacuum, that there have been a range of other things going on inside the kingdom, predominantly the long-standing efforts from the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to seize power and ensure that he has no form of internal or external dissent, as what we saw with the case of Jamal Khashoggi, and this latest round of purges against his rule and against the legacy that he's trying to create for himself for the next 50 years or so as he becomes king.
Right, so Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, this is
dementia, and he's very frail. You see that when you see images and videos of him. So I guess from all reports that we hear, Mohammed bin Salman is the one pulling the strings. He is the one with whom power lies, and that certainly makes a lot of sense in terms of the killing of Jamal Khashoggi and this latest round of purges following the Ritz-Carlton events a couple of years ago. We know that Mohammed bin Salman is the one who orchestrated the killing of Jamal Khashoggi, and we know that he orchestrated the crackdown on the other princes in the Ritz-Carlton. We know that he is the real power, with some people calling him actually the son king, the son of the king, but the person who is actually the sovereign power in the Saudi states.
Right, is this situation the kind of thing you'd expect as the king approaches the end of his life? It sounds like kind of power struggles you would have seen in the old royal courts of Europe.
Well, I think that's a good way of putting it, because let's not forget that the Saudi state was built on a particular vision of succession. And as I think it was Rami Kouri was suggesting, there is a panel that determines who is to become king after the death of the king. So it's not a case of the son of the king and the king's son and the son of the son. The power passes successively down the family line, but rather, since the formation of the Saudi state, it's passed from brother to brother to brother amongst the sons of Ibn Saud, the founder of the Saudi state. But of course, while there's a large number of members of the royal family in prominent, those initial sons of Ibn Saud are all in their 80s or 90s. Those that are still alive, of course. And so there is going to be this movement from a generation that was the direct descendants of Ibn Saud to the next generation. And that's where we start to see this jockeying for power, where we start to see princes trying to rally support for their causes. And I think this is fundamentally what we're getting at when we're looking at what Mohammed bin Salman is doing, making sure that there is no one in any type of position of power to really challenge his rule as he becomes king and as we move to the 3rd generation of Saudi rulers.
All right, Simon, thanks very much. It was fantastic to get your expertise in this. We appreciate it. Simon, name on there.
Thank you.
Robin standing by with the weather.
Okay, tapusin natin ang mga political analysis, mga situational analysis, no? Okay. Siyang ayon dito po sa narinig natin dito sa isang parang political, no? So, tatlo hindi bumoto sa kanya ay dinitain mga sugi. And then yung kapatid niya rin dinitain mga sugi. Inares mga sugi ba yan? Crackdown. Kasalukuyan po sa Saudi Arabia mga sugi ba yan, no? Ayan. Okay, balikan natin. Ituloy natin ang news ito, no? Okay, sandali lang. Ayan. that he is determined to crack down even whisper bisan mga sa delikado, no? Kahit magbulong-bulong ka lang, mag-anas-anas ka lang, maaari ka makulong po sa kanilang itong batang-batang kwan, no? Itong batang-batang tinatawag MBS mga suki. Muhammad bin Salman, tagapagmana po ng kaharian, nahawak po ng kapangyarihan po ayon sa succession. Marami pang mas inyo sa kanya, pero binaypas niya mga suki o bayan, no? Okay, the wave of arrest has ensnared a former head of army intelligence, Prince Naif bin Ahmed, as well as at least 3 other senior prince or detained on Friday. On Friday, the pool. Okay, sandali lang. The pool, saan na yun? Okay, lumampas, no? Okay. The full extent of the roundup is still not clear, mga suki mabayan, no? So, napagsuspensan ay magplano po ng mga suki mabayan ay yan po. Ilan mga suki mabayan, no? Kaya kinulong itong tatlong senior prince. Okay, the rest of Abdul Aziz bin Salman. Okay, the last surviving full brother of uncle niya, no? Brother of King Salman has stand observer. Crown Prince, okay, Muhammad 34 years old, no? Has already consolidated his power as the de facto ruler of the kingdom in the name of his aging father. Okay, tinake over na niya, no? Okay, father, King Salman, 84, but DRS offered new evidence of how for the Crown Prince would go to lock down potential opponents within his family, steering a new period within its rank, according to several people close to the family, no? Ganon po ang kapangyarihan po ng King Prince Muhammad bin Salman, no? Siyang hawak po ata ng depensa ng Saudi Arabia, mga suki mabayan, no? Okay? Tanggulan depensa ng Saudi Arabia. The most senior family member detained was Prince Ahmed bin Abdulaziz, the father of Prince Naif, and the last surviving full brother of King Salman. The arrest of both father and son stunned the royal family because Prince Ahmed closeness to the king as the power appeared to provide him a measure of immunity, mga suki mabayan, no? Okay. Napaka-close po kay King Salman, mga suki. Kay yung senior Salman po, no? Itong mga Naif, mga suki. Kasi kapatid, full kapatid po ni King Salman, mga kababayan, no? Ay, sandali lang. Balikan pa natin ang ibang balita, no? Grabe. Okay, ganun ang situation sa Saudi, no? First cousin at saka uncle po, kaya po pakulungin po ni MBS, mga suki mabayan, no? Ganun po katindi ng lason politika monarchical regime ngayon, mga suki mabayan, no? So, nalason itong mga itong batang-bata po, 34 years old, prince ng Saudi Arabia, no? Okay, the detention also raised question about whether the Crown Prince might have feared a plot against him within the family, or that he might be seeking to shut down potential opponents as he prepares to take full power from the aging king. It is surprising that he would move on Prince Ahmed with the king's authority still there, said Christina Smith Diwan, a scholar at the Arab Gulf State Institute in Washington. Okay, but two supporter, okay, of a Crown Prince Muhammad who are close to the royal court insisted on Saturday that he had merely lost patience with members of the family he has long distrusted. No? Those two people and a third person who is close to some of the princes of the prince were arrested, said the Crown Prince had heard report that they were complaining about him in family gathering. All spoke on condition of anonymity for fear of reprisal. Okay, there were no hint of imminent succession. A former American government official who tracks Saudi Arabia closely said, adding the king appeared to have a sign of on the arrest his young brother. Masakit, no? Okay. Kapatid mo, no? Kapatid na sa tunay na kapatid pumasok yung mga kababayan, no? And then i-arrest mo mga suki, masakit yun, no? And then pamangkin mo, masakit mga suki, mga pinsan ni MBS mga suki, mga kababayan. Napaka salimut po ang situation po sa KSA Kingdom of Saudi Arabia dahil po sa gusot ng kapangyarihan mga kababayan, na ayan. Yan po ang balita natin, no? Ayan. Grabe, no? Mahirap sa politika. Okay, balita po sa Shock Sergeant sa update po ng COVID-19, no? Pinadala po ni Ma'am Katia Clasio mga subaybayan, no? Ayan. Basahin natin ang update ito. Okay, March 8, 2020, no? Shock Sergeant Region Situation Report for COVID-19. Based on the report submitted to the Regional Epidemiology and Surveillance Unit from January 29 to present, there are a total of 87 persons under monitoring PUM for Shock Sergeant Region. Out of 87 reported PUM, 72 PUM have already completed the 14 days of quarantine. The 15 PUM who are still on the 14 days home quarantine are as follows North Cotabato Province 6, South Cotabato Province 8, and Sultan Kudarat Province 1. There are total with 5 reported patients under investigation, UI, from January 29 to present. 4 reported PUI tested negative for COVID-19 from RITM, while 1 is still pending. With this, Sorsogon region still has no confirmed case of COVID-19. No, napakita ay meron na isa sa Elizabeth Hospital. Hindi na totoo. Negative, no? Salamat na correct nila mga sukyang report, no? Medyo naka-alarm mga sukyang bayan, no? Okay. The DOS, CSD Sorsogon region constantly remind everyone to always perform preventive measures like regular hand washing, Okay, may magandang balita mga suking mabayan, no? From BARM government, basahin ito ngayon natin ang balita ito, no? Okay, BARM utilize and program 30 billion pesos to solve poverty in the region provinces. Unutilized, no? Ibig sabihin hindi nagamit. Ibig sabihin mga sulimat. Okay, hindi nagamit, no? Unutilized kung ganon. Okay, nasaan na yan? Okay, may sound ba yan? Okay, may sound mga sulimat, no? Okay, chinecheck ko lang ang sound. Okay, basahin natin ang detalye ng okay. Kahit medyo na itong news, no? Okay. February 4 pa. To utilize and program 30 billion pesos to solve poverty in the region. Ganda balita na ito, no? Okay, magandang balita. Okay. Kung ito ay balitang totoo mga subayan, no? Okay, Sultan Kudarat, Maguindanao lawyer, Minister Nagib Sinarimbo, BAM spokesman, and concurrent Minister of the Department of Interior and Local Government of the BARM disclosed to the Broadsheet Manila News, okay, News Manila, that the new region disclosed to utilize a 30 billion, okay, 30 billion pesos and program funds to improve the quality services, thereby solving at the barangay level. Magandang balita, no? Okay. He also told the News Manila that the province Lanao del Sur, Maguindanao, Basilan, Tawi-Tawi, Sulu, and some Muslim populated area of North Cotabato, no? Meron pang 1.3 billion po daw nakalanat ayon po kay Attorney Nagib Sinarimbo sa 63 new barangay sumali po sa BARM government, na? Okay, ayan. Okay. Sana yan. Sinarimbo added that the regional Minister of Interior and Local Government earlier requested the national government to immediately allocate the amount so it could distribute as soon as possible the funds to concerned villages in Muslim Mindanao. He said that he was directed by Chief Minister Al-Haj Murad Ibrahim to secure the amount to support social service delivery, front loads the money to the village level in the region ahead, areas of responsibility. Okay, Sinarimbo said Ibrahim required the cabinet members to submit their respective proposed program and projects and then refer to them to the Department of Budget and Management, DBM, for appropriate action. He said health and education are the major concern among the region. Health indicators are among the worst in the entire country. We want to reverse that lamentable condition by building enough and needed health workers at the level of the barangay, as well as employing qualified public element. Sino ba ito? Si Usman, MP Usman, and Teres Usman, mga sugabayan, na. At saka itong sa likod, hindi ko kilala dalawa. Okay, mga kababayan. Isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, anim, pito, walo. Walo sila mga pito sila. Isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, anim, pito. Nasa picture, mga kababayan, na. Okay. Tangan-tangan po. Okay, itong si Minister Murad Ibrahim at saka si Edgera ng Porter at saka itong Sadain, Engineer Sadain, no? Okay, ayan. Sandali lang. Labasan na natin alas 8:36. Anong oras na, nako, malapit na matapos, no? Joe Biden takes an overwhelming lead in a 5:38 primary prediction. Politika sa Amerika, kahapon lang magbalita ito mga suki ubayan, no? Okay. Democratic nomination is pretty much settled, at least in 538 eyes. It is the first update of its prediction model since Super Thursday. 538 gives former Vice President Joe Biden an 88% chance of getting the majority of the delegates you need to win Democratic nomination. The once front-running possibility of a contested convention has fallen to 10%, where Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont has fallen to a distance of 2%. Biden has very slim chance of earning the primary outright before Super Thursday, but winning 14 states and surpassing Sanders, the delegate count shot him to the biggest lead any candidate has seen so far in the race. When looking 538 prediction, which has a plurality of delegates and forcing a contested convention, Biden chances rise even higher to 94%. 538 and Nature does advise taking the forecast with a bit of a caution until some more polls Super Tuesday. Polling came in after our resort of the night, and most polls that have come out in a few days have after having included candidates who have since dropped out of the race, some states who haven't even finished counting all their votes and finalizing the result, and the Super Tuesday result themselves could influence voter in upcoming polls, as Silbert also noted. Ayan po mga sukibabayan na. Ayan. So, parang nakalamang itong si former Vice President Joe Biden mga sukibabayan na. Okay, parang he is leading. Okay. In the primary campaign mga sukibabayan na. So, malapit na sa finish line mga sukibabayan na. Kung by majority, okay, delegate ay papanig sa kanya, ay siya po ay mapipili po ay para banggain po itong DT, President Donald Trump mga sukibabayan, no? Okay, ayan, so one-on-one Joe Biden, okay, versus Donald Trump in November 2020 mga sukibabayan, no? Ayan, so parang sa tingin natin ay lamang na lamang itong si Joe Biden mga sukibabayan, no? Sa primary. Okay, sa antayin natin ang resulta mga sukibabayan, no? Okay. Ayan, sandali lang. ang orasan na natin alas 8:43 sa gabi nito. Itong President DT, no? Okay, DT Campaign Part 3 lawsuit. Alam nyo pag dito yung sinasabi ko, Donald Trump yan, no? Again, a news organization, no? Pati news ay kinakana na po itong Donald Trump, mga sukimabayan, no? Pati news organization. Basahin natin ang balita. New York, the Trump campaign fired a libel lawsuit against CNN Friday. CNN, no? Okay, alam natin CNN ay against. Naalala mo siya, Acosta? Okay, nung inunsulto po ng presidente sa loob ng Oval Office, no? Sa press briefing. On payday for a president and election heard from Russia. The third transaction against a news organization taken in the past 2 weeks. The campaign said, piece by Larry Noble. Noble ba ito? Pag sa Tagalog ay Larry Noble, no? Okay, posted last June on the CNN website falsely say that the campaign considered Russia's share of the 2020 campaign and decided to leave that option on the table, which made the complaint in a lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court in Atlanta, where the CNN is based. Nahabol ang CNN sa Atlanta, no? Sa kanilang headquarter, mga sukibayan. The lawsuit said the article doesn't back up novels. Sa kanila, novels sa atin, no? Noble pag sa atin. Statement with evidence, and that CNN and Noble has both shown a pattern of bias against Trump. Okay. The network had no comment on the lawsuit, a spokeswoman said. Earlier this week, the campaign sued the Washington Post for similar opinion pieces that discussed the Trump campaign welcoming Russian help in 2016. A week earlier, a New York Times was the target for a Max Frankel operating Trump in Russia had an understanding to exchange campaign help for more favorable policies toward the country. Okay, the Trump campaign is trying to send a message both to the press and the public that you criticize the president at your peril. Said the Brian Hose, top attorney for the American Civil Liberty Union's Privacy Technology Project. After the lawsuit against the Times, amendment lawyer Theodore Boutros wrote in the Post that the action had little chance of success in the court. Trump lawsuit may be frivolous. Boutros wrote, his intentions are serious and dangerous to us all. Ayan. Okay, the Time Post and CNN have all been frequent target of a Trump Twitter attack against the press during a Trump presidency. So this week, he tweeted about CNN 191 times. 106 of those tweets contain the word pay. Jenna Ellis, senior legal advisor to the Trump campaign, said the publication of the recklessly, publicly false statement and intentionally misled the reader. False statements are not under the U.S. Constitution, Ellis said. Therefore, this suit will have no chilling effect on freedom of press. If journalists are more accurate in their statements and their reporting, that would be a positive development, but not why this suit were filed. Balikan natin ang balita ito, no? Sandali lang. Okay, mahirap sa balita, no? Okay, mahirap maggawa ng balita mga suki mga bayan, no? Ayan. Kung wala kang panghawakan mag-news ka, ay kawawa ka mga suki mga bayan, no? Okay. Ayan po mga suki mga bayan, no? Ayan. Kaya doble-doble po ang backup. May mga record po ang binabasa ko mga suki mga bayan, no? At saka naka-archive ang mga balita natin, no? Okay. Okay, protected. The lawsuit make not... Okay, breaking news may pumasok kay Saudi Gazette. Breaking Saudi Arabia temporary suspend entry and exit into Al-Khatib in the eastern province. Saudi Arabia halts the work in all government departments and a private institution in Al-Khatib in the province, in the eastern province. Anong dahilan po? Bakit kinat ito mga suki bayan, no? Okay. Ayan. Okay. Ang tinamaan po sa US COVID-19 state of emergency in the US. Pennsylvania, Washington, New York, California, Maryland, Kentucky, Indiana, Florida, Utah. Yan po ang okay, mga nangyari po sa Saudi Arabia, no? Okay, coronavirus study predict 15 million death economic disaster. A new study has... Okay. Ayan. So, yan po ang balita, no? Totoo kaya ito? Okay, ayan. At least may panghawakan tayo mga balita ito mga superbayan, no? Hindi naman natin basahin kung wala tayong panghahawakan. Okay, magbalit ang hangin kung may balita tayo, na? Okay, ayan. Bukas na ito, no? Bukas na itong mga suking mga bayan, itong sa isa. Hindi ko na, wala na tayong oras, no? Okay. Tungkol po, ano ito? Coronavirus mga suking mga bayan, no? Bukas na. Ayan. Ang hanapin natin balitang hangin, wala na tayong oras. Ayan. Sandali lang. Okay, tingnan natin balitang hangin, no? Ayan.
Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Narito po ang ating magiging lagay na panahon. Ako bayan, nakakaranas po tayo ng mainit na panahon na po sa tagpiat sa hapon sa buong bansa. Dahil po yan sa easterlies. At yung amihan ay hindi na po umaabot sa ating bansa. Yung low pressure area po, nasa bandang Palawan ay tuloy pong nalusaw kaninang alas 2 ng hapon. Kaya sa araw nito at sa loob ng 24 oras, patuloy po tayo makakaranas ng maganda panahon sa buong bansa. Mainit at marisal panahon, lalo po sa tanghali at sa hapon. Pero may chance po na magkaroon ng isolated na pag-ulan dahil sa thunderstorm sa buong bansa. At tingnan po natin ang inaasam po natin agwat ng temperature o yung maximum temperature natin sa loob ng 24 oras. Sa Metro Manila, napataas po ang ating temperature ang may tatala na aabot ng 35 degrees Celsius. Sa Baguio City, nasa 26 degrees Celsius. Napakita panahon sa Tuguegarao City, 35 degrees Celsius po ang inaasam po natin ang maximum temperature. Sa Tagaytay City, may konting kalamigan,